Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good rushing offense. The Falcons lead the league in rushing TDs, and they'll go up against the Cardinals, who will need to be stout up front.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Atlanta Falcons. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And Peterson, what happened? He lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. So the D-line's going to spread out. Mariota now on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. The tight end Henry here in motion. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. "34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball, and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9
you want.
picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Mariota on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big game, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Falcons averaged 34 points a game last year, tops in the NFL with that powerful offense, and they're already looking for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On 3rd down, Mariota out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think...
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit, here we go now. No, check, Patriot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. kickoff. Devontae Freeman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. The tight end Henry here in motion. On second down, Freeman. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
I heard so much about the offense Marcus Mariota ran while he was at Oregon, about how people were just wide open, how he couldn't fail to hit them. But I always said the same thing. He sure as heck didn't miss them very often. Very accurate, even on short throws.
Yeah, he can go short. He can go deep, obviously, but he's really good with that short passing game.
Dart thrower, very accurate. Receivers love him.
Freeman again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So out now come the Cardinals. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And some space here. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Forced out to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. That's what they wanted out of that 1st down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go. They savored a little bit.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Play fake. Mariota being chased out left. And down he'll go at the 25. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mariota buying time to his left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Mariota. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Again, it's Mariota. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded inside the 5. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They begin the drive with Johnson. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Freeman a first down and more. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. Mariota swings it out to the flat for Freeman. So we are at half. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Matt Milano coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Able to find Harris, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jordan Willis in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Screen play, Johnson. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
He'll buy some time right, dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete here.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here we go now. Gun.
They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And some room to work. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Marcus Golden in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. 3rd and long here for Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harris. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. And the wideout in motion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he is knocked down from the side at the 28. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back now here on EA Sports. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for him.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. The tight end Henry here in motion. They toss to Freeman. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. And taken right at the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Hey, rookie, that's the way to make an impression. Return one for a touchdown.
Yeah, welcome to the party. We saw him fielding those punts before the game, and he just had a little bit of a look in his eye, didn't he?
He did. He was a confident young man, and now we know why.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Mariota. Dancing to his left. Looking deep for Gabriel. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Play clock winding down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Running right, this is Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. Here's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And that will be incomplete. They were going for a concept.